I'm not sure how many conspiracy theories we've already created on this and how many facts have already been shared, but that whole Shannon Sharpe shakedown, if you want to call it that, from a business perspective, there's a man running that. And again, I'm not saying that like that woman can't be smart enough to just like position herself in a way to just like shake that much money out of Shannon. But I'm gonna tell you one thing right here. That girl was a pawn and she was used by an agency, some person, some manager that she fucking works with. Forgive me for doing a whole bunch of research on OnlyFans management and prostitution and everything involving like sex work as it pertains to like what I've been working on. But I think it's a good time to have that conversation right here. And especially because you're seeing the normalization of 17-year-olds, of almost barely legal Piper Raquels and all that, like showing up at the Bob House. It's almost like there's so many of age women. And again, you guys may be disgusted by this. I am too. But there's even so many of age women that look young. Why? Like what? It's almost like the desire for somebody who isn't, like, for what's wrong is what you want to feel. And that scares the fuck out of me. It's like, you know it's wrong, but like, it's like a thrill in there. Okay, but that's a kind of apart from the conversation. These managers, these OnlyFans managers know that if they fuck up any of the things that they're doing, they can blame it on the women because they know how much this world and our society, no matter how left-leaning you think you are, they know how many people hate sex workers. And on top of that, or beneath that, how many people hate women. So they know if they fuck up and they don't get the bag right, or they end up doing one thing wrong, they can say, look at this idiot chick trying to get a bag out of a rich dude. Same story every time. But if they're successful, which in this case I believe they will be successful because Shannon Sharpe's a fucking idiot. Think about one hit. What transaction do you know in business where you can just off one rip get 7 figures? Get $100,000 even, like. So let's make sure that we're thinking about the lucrative nature of this business as well before we get too into it. But another reason why I think there's a management agency behind this girl, which is targeting Shannon Sharpe, and I think this happens to celebrities more than we know, but it's just this internet age and nothing going on in the news. You got to throw everybody up in the fire. Now, I understand that victims of crimes like this, no matter if you guys want to accept this as a crime or not, victims of crimes like this deserve financial restitution and payout. But it's very interesting, like, again, speaking from a business perspective, if you were putting a pawn out there and somebody goes and a fish grabs the hook and that, okay, that's a horrible analogy. But if they're saying, you know what, silence this and we'll give you $10 million, do you really think there's no more money? Do you really, like, in your heart of hearts, do you think that there's no, if somebody's going to offer you $10 million to just stay silent, do you think there's no more of where that came from? Are you fucking serious right now? This is how I know it's not just some like some slut or something that's just like running this thing and trying to get as many millions as she can. This is ridiculously deeply organized. Let's and another conversation that you guys might not be familiar with. I'm not sure how deeply into like finance bro tubiverse you guys are in, but the guy Samuel Anuha was basically like a flexer, financial influencer, not even e-commerce bro on YouTube, flexing this super lavish life. Oh, look at all the girls that hang out with me. Look at all these cool things I'm buying from Louis Vuitton and the Lamborghinis and whatnot. You know how they got caught up? Because they didn't pay the escorts. These people were making $1 million in a month, $100,000 in a day, spending $70,000 on a shopping trip. And they got caught up because they didn't pay the escorts. And if I can be honest with you, it was probably like a $5,000 fee. Nothing against those people. I'm just saying right now, like, you have to sit here and think. especially people with money, people that don't come from money, people that have issues that they're trying to use money to solve or to like sedate themselves from. It's so easy to get money out of you when you aren't aware of and making sure that you're handling your vices in healthy ways. And again, for people that don't come from a lot of shit and somehow get a lot of money or power or fame, it gets to your head so fucking fast because you think about all those times that you hated yourself for not having. You think about all those times where the world hated you for not having or for not being who you are. And now you want to, in that lack mindset, grab onto all that fucking shit all fucking day, doing every fucking thing you can because you don't know when God or whoever gave it to you is going to take it away from you. Now, the main point of this conversation shouldn't even be about the shakedown. It should be about, like, why is a damn near 60-year-old hanging out with a damn near child? Like, I'm not even going to say it. Like, teenager. The girl probably went to prom within the past 2 calendar years. And you played, Shannon Sharpe, on the same football team as Christian McCaffrey's dad. And doesn't Christian McCaffrey, the son of Christian McCaffrey's dad, doesn't he have a fucking MVP? An NFL MVP at that? Mind you, if I'm being honest, Christian McCaffrey himself might even be a little bit too old for this 19-year-old girl that you are having relations with. Let's wrap this all around. Imagine if you could just put a 18-year-old girl, 19-year-old girl in front of a rich dude, and after they have relations, you can basically ask for whatever you want. Like, her rejecting the 10 million and going for more money, that shows me that there's a team behind all this shit. But I'm not saying any of this whatsoever to protect Shannon Sharpe. I'm just sitting here showing you guys business in real time. And I want you guys I don't want you guys to take this as an opportunity to either talk down to sex workers or to use this to continue your like misogynistic tirades as to like women are gold diggers stealing money from dudes. At best, she was just like, I think she's just going to get like a cut of whatever like they make. There's probably 25 people in the back end on her managing team. Not her specifically, but could be for like an agency she works for or something. There's like 25 people back there that are about to get $1 million payouts off of this shit. Because I'm telling you right now, like, even you guys think that these like OnlyFans girls are the ones texting back all their subscribers and doing all the fucking posting and this. Dude, there's management agencies behind this shit. And if I'm being dead honest with you, we don't even have to just strictly speak about like sex workers. You have people that are cosplaying authentic and regular and normal life people on these fucking platforms here, and they have full-on studio equipment recording their shit, full-on ad managers, full-on engagement and analytics and research and development team for fucking TikTok, bro. They have full-on community moderators and clip channels and all this type of shit for fucking TikTok. What am I trying to say? You're not being shaken down or targeted because you're successful. You're being targeted because you're a fucking idiot who happens to have a whole lot of money, who is willing to risk the funnel that is giving you that money for the sake of being able to spend it to do these nasty ass fucking things that you should just go to your room and beat your dick about, bro. Actually, that's probably horrible advice. Don't do anything. You should just like go to jail or some shit.